What they were going to do is offer a coast-to-coast service that would get you from New York to Los Angeles in 2.5 days.
In 1925, air travel in America, or really anywhere, was a very chancy undertaking. Cramped, drafty, open cockpit biplanes with a handful of passengers crammed inside, where the U.S. mail usually went. So, Henry Ford, the man who made motor cars affordable, wanted to change that. In 1926, he produced the Ford Trimotor, an essentially modern airliner with power, range, and relative comfort for around 10 passengers. There was even a flight attendant as you cruised along at 100 miles an hour.
You couldn't take your luggage. Your luggage had to be shipped on the train to meet up with you when you got there. And it was low altitude, it was hot, it was bumpy. But it was 2.5 days coast to coast.
In total, 199 were built before production ended in 1933. By then, companies like Boeing with its 247 and Douglas with the DC-2 and DC-3 had come along to truly up the ante in terms of luxurious passenger planes. The so-called Tin Goose, with its distinctive corrugated aluminum body, had shown the way, and now was obsolete. They continue to serve small airlines and cargo companies, though, for years later. There are only 8 left in flying condition, and this one, built in 1929, is owned and operated by the EAA, the Experimental Aircraft Association. And for the next 3 days, she's taking on paying passengers for a trip around Casper. And trust us when we say it's worth the time and money, because the Ford Trimotor is a living, breathing time machine. It'll take you back to a simpler time, a time when flying was an adventure, not a chore, a time when a man who made autos could simply say, "I want to build an airplane," and it would happen. The Tin Goose is a link to that time and a trip you'll never forget. I'm Roger Gray.